Hey everybody, this is Jake from Amtryke again. Today we're going to cover how to remove and reinstall your pedals on your Amtryke. This should apply to our Pro Series foot trikes, our hand and foot AM Series trikes, and our adult trikes and our recumbents. They're all going to look a little bit different, but removal and reassembly is going to be very similar for each one. So today we've got our 1420 XL. It comes standard with our expanding pedals. We're going to be removing the expanding pedals and installing exercise pedals. So I only need one tool for this task. This is the 1415 wrench that should have come with your trike. If you don't have this anymore, you can try a standard wrench. They might be too wide here. If they are, you can jump on Amazon, go to Walmart, bike shop, and pick up a pedal wrench. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to use this wrench here. There's a 15 side and a 14 side. We're going to be using the 15. So there are two flats on the pedal right here by this crank, right where my fingers are. This wrench won't go on until I have it lined up with those two flats. So I've got it lined up there and we're fully engaged. So right now I'm working on the chain side, which is the right side. So it has a standard thread on this axle. The other side is going to be backwards. So we're going to go lefty-loosey. So right now this is pointing around 10 or 11 o'clock. If this is a face of a clock here, I'm going to want to go counterclockwise to get this loose. So I'm going to go lefty-loosey. So I'm going to push down, and what that's going to do is break that loose. And then I'm just going to continue to turn counterclockwise until this comes all the way out. And there we go. So there's one. This one does have the pulley on it. We're not going to touch on that today, but in short, if you did need to remove this along with those pedals, it should be tied on one side. You'll just take that knot off on that, and then you should be able to slide it off along with the pedals. So we're going to go ahead and disassemble the other side here. So we're still using the 15 millimeter side of our wrench. And obviously it's not going to fit until I get it lined up. And there it is. So this one here, it's going to be righty-loosey. So the other one we turned counterclockwise to get it loose. This one we're going to turn clockwise to get it loose. So I've got it on here, and I'm going to turn clockwise, and it starts to spin. So I'm just going to rotate until this comes all the way off. Okay, so we've got those removed. So now we're going to look at reinstalling or installing our exercise pedals in place of the expanding pedals. So on each one of these, on the end of the axle, there is a letter stamped. So this one has an R stamped in it, meaning it's for the right side. So if you're sitting on the trike, those sides are going to correspond to that position. So if I'm sitting on the trike, the side with the chain is going to be my right side. So that's going to go with this one. This other one should have an L stamped right on the end of the axle there. That's going to go on the other side. So to reinstall this, to remove it, we went counterclockwise. So to install it, we're going to turn clockwise. So I'm just going to line up the threads with this crank here. And I'm going to slowly start to turn by hand in a clockwise position. So I'm going righty-tighty. Going to spin this on as far as I can by hand, just because it goes a little bit quicker. If it ever starts to bind up a little bit, there's a little bit of wiggle room, so you can kind of move it with your left hand while you spin the axle with your right. That's about as far as I can get. It's getting a little difficult to turn my hand, so now I'm going to grab my wrench. Again, 15 millimeter side. And I'm just going to continue to tighten this until it bottoms out right there. Perfect. So now that's tight, not going anywhere. Now we're going to move on to the left side. Installation is exactly the same, but the orientation, the direction that you're going to turn this axle is opposite. So this one, we went clockwise to loosen, so we're going to have to go counterclockwise to tighten. So again, I'm going to line up my pedal with my crank here, and I'm going to slowly turn this counterclockwise just to make sure that it starts correctly. At this point, if it's really difficult to get in, it may not be going in straight and might be cross-threading, so you'll want to back it out and start over. If you ever find that you have cross-threaded these threads here and you can't get it to start, the easy way to fix that is to run it in from the opposite direction, and that will reset your threads, and then you can try to start from the front position. So, grab our wrench, finish up from here. And again, we're counterclockwise on the left side. And that's it. So now we've got our pedals installed on our Pro Series trike. So now you know how to remove and then install a set of pedals on your Amtryke.